Good morning, happy Sunday. It's your girl, Monica P. Hall, aka Conduit of Healing, and it's a good day. It's a blessed day. I got up early this morning, had some tea, energy tea from my Reiki infused blended teas, and I'm getting ready for the day. And I'm thinking a lot about healing today. I think about healing every day, obviously, but I'm thinking about how people are confused about healing. First of all, if you've watched one of my previous videos, you know that healing is a process. That's thing one. Healing is a process. It has ups and downs. It has discomforts, but we eventually get there. But the second thing I want to talk about is, what are you healing? And I think given the recent events in America, what America has gone through in the last 4 years, people don't understand the difference between healing spirit and healing their ego. They're very confused. You know, for the last 4 years, I feel like my country, America, that has a lot of beautiful ideals built into its constitution that are still struggling to be realized and manifested in everyday life. America is still confused about what life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness and all people being created equal is and it means. And so part of the healing that America needs to have is its collective ego. A lot of people confuse an uncomfortable ego or a bruised ego or a humiliated ego with that of spirit. So I want to clarify something. Spirit is about unity. Spirit is about, while you're making decisions for yourself, taking in the well-being of the whole. So a lot of people don't understand that it is not in the interest of all that there is for many to have little and few to have too much. And so that's why there's always going to be this strife between us if you confuse your spirit with your ego. There is plenty of everything for everyone on the planet. Okay? That's thing one. But if you have been indoctrinated to believe that you deserve more for whatever reason, you have been misled and misguided. And I don't care who or what philosophy you've been taught. It is nothing more than a thin disguise for selfishness, for greed, and their God is ego. And the problem with ego is this: it's never satisfied. It's never happy. It never has enough. Whereas spirit is fed, and I know this for sure because of what I do as a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and a mentor. Spirit is fed via light, via the spreading of awareness, via healing, when we remember our own divinity. How do I know this? I know this because this is what I do with my clients. This is what I do when I'm having meaningful conversations with people, and you feel them get it. You feel them have a breakthrough. You feel them have a moment. That feeds our spirit. When we see someone smiling in recognition of their own beauty, their own divinity, their own sacredness, that feeds our spirit. The spirit is not fed when you're watching someone starve right next to you, when your plate is overflowing. your spirit is not going to be fed when you are seeing people struggling to make ends meet while you have more than you're ever going to need in a lifetime. I don't know why this is complicated. I really don't know. You know, a lot of people have tried to justify voting against the interest of all of us based on their own individual situations. You don't want to pay more in taxes. So what I'm hearing is, I don't want discomfort of my ego, and I'm willing to sacrifice everyone else so I can have just a little bit more. And then they'll go to church or to their synagogue or to their temple or to wherever and consider themselves in alignment with spirit. No. No. You're lying. You're lying. And we know you're lying. Those of us who are oppressed, those of us who've been indoctrinated, or there was an attempt to indoctrinate, that I should think of myself as being less than someone else based upon my beautiful melanated skin and my gender. So I deserve less because of how the universe created me. There's no logic in that. There's no reason in that. There's no spirit in that. So, healing. Why don't we heal by starting to tell the truth about what our motivations are? A lot of you made your choices based on selfishness, based on ego. And you can try to hide behind spirit, but that's the thing about light. It's going to reveal who you are. And just think about my cat. Think about my cat. Just think about how many people you've actually said that to. Well, I don't want to pay more in taxes. Well, I don't think I should have to be uncomfortable in some way. Well, I just think tradition is the way to be. Just think about how many people who are in the minority, whether it be financially, whether it be their race, whether it be their gender, whether it be their sexual identity, you have said to these people, to their faces, I would rather have more money than you have your rights. I would rather have more benefits than you have any. I would rather make sure that me and mine are getting more than we'll ever need than you and yours having one crumb, one penny, one patch of land to call your own, one bit of access to a bank loan or to a mortgage so that you can, have a place to build your legacy wealth. That's what you've said to people. You've said that to people. You've said it through your vote. Some of you actually said it face to face to me and didn't realize how horrible you sound. There's going to be a reckoning here, and it's going to be a revelation, a revealing, if you will, of what healing really means. The healing of your ego is not in the interest of the collective. It's not in the interest of spirit. So if your ego is taking a beating, it's so that your spirit, in its truth and its honesty, might be revealed. So much of you, so many of you, have work to do, and it's your work. The rest of us, we're moving on. We're moving on. We have the support of the universe. Some of you would like to say God. But it's real simple. It's real simple. You need to choose spirit or ego. Which one is it going to be? One of them will never be happy. Will never have enough. And it's literally an empty hole that can never be filled, because what it wants is frivolous, at the end meaningless, and at the end of life means nothing. And the other is literally everything. Nourishment, fulfillment, happiness, love, loving, lovable. It's everything. And this is why it's been said time and time again. It's not the quantity of things you have, but the quality of love you have in your life. And you know what? It sounds cliche and it sounds corny as hell, but money cannot buy you love. It cannot buy you happiness. It cannot buy you the enrichment of spirit. So figure it out. That's all I have to say. I have a Reiki circle this afternoon. And so I can honestly tell you, I'm a part of the work to heal myself, help others heal themselves, and so on and so forth. That's what the future is going to be. You have to decide if you're going to be a part of it. Namaste. Have a great day.